happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening again? You know, I keep candidates coming. I guess we have viewers. We always have mad viewers. I mean, today we're going in again on another Eastward candidate. You know what I mean? Y'all can see her face. Did you show them your face first?
Hi, everybody.
Yep.
This is Taiwanda Terry Wilson. How are you?
I did want to introduce you, though. You just came on in. It's alright. You know what I mean? Her name. Let's pull it back. All right. Yeah, we pulling this back. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jenna said hi to you guys.
Hey, Jenna.
I got Taiwanda Terry Wilson in the building. That's the way you say it. Yeah, make some noise, shake my hand, make it presentable. Yes, you don't really shake a woman's hand, you kiss it or hug her. But you know, it's politics, baby. Jenna, what's good? We come to talk a little bit of Eastward politics today. You know what I mean? You know, I'm coming on every day with a new contestant for that position every day until the 8th. You know what I mean? This is the second Eastward candidate that we do have up on here. So, you know what I mean? We're just gonna ask basic questions. If any of you guys that's from the Eastward that's tuned in, you can ask questions. You can ask questions from all over town, but it's better if you're from out that way because you more in tune with what the problems are. You know what I mean? What's up, Dre? What's going on, Carter? What's good? So what's going on, Taiwanda? What's the verdict? What agendas are you trying to push? I know right now you're trying to get that seat. Tell me what's going on.
Sure.
First, tell a little bit about yourself, and then tell what's going on.
You got it. So my name is Taiwanda Terry Wilson.
Yes.
I'm a resident of the Eastward. I lived in the Eastward all of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on the 800 block of Walnut Avenue. That's in between Garfield and Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I currently live in Villa Park. I've always been civically engaged. My parents formulated or was part of forming the Cleveland, Greenwood, Cleveland and Walnut Civic Association.
Okay.
So, you know, my family is very active in church. My mother's always held positions in the church. So just service is something I've always done.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 children. Mm-hmm. They are the ages of 28, 25, and 17.
Wow, hold up. Yeah, you are dope. You don't look like that. You don't look like that. Y'all give it up for her. She look young, man. She look nice.
Married for 20 years, but I've always been...
married for 20 years. Hold on. Let me ring it again. Because that's not a usual thing out here, but talk to them. Mm-hmm. Give them the goods.
Sure. So I've always been very active inside my children's life. I try to prioritize my life. So my children and my household come first, and my husband. So I'm at a point now where I've always been engaged and involved in PTAs, PTOs. What many people may not know about me is when they built the Watson Annex to PJ Hill School, I spoke as one of the parents. So I'm going back almost 20 years.
Wow.
So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
True to this. That's right. That's right.
So my point is now I have the time. When you're out here advocating and you have abilities and skill sets and you want to move the city forward, it takes a lot of time. This is not something that you can do fly by night.
That's
it's not
right.
something that you could do, you know, in your spare time. You need to be totally committed. So to that end, I've been asked to run for office for many years, and I've always decided against it. But now that my priorities, my children are grown, I have that time to commit. So I'm ready to rock and roll.
That's right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. What are the perimeters of the Eastward? Tell them what the perimeters are. What are you covering?
Sure. So the Eastward is comprised of. Let's start with Olden Avenue. So we come over the. I used to call it the Hessels Bridge, but the Olden Avenue Bridge by Hessels Ward Avenue. You take that all the way down to Liberty Street. You take Liberty Street across to, is it Washington, Roebling? What's that? How far back do we go?
Cutting across.
Cummings Avenue.
And
you come up, you go further down than that.
Yeah.
Clinton Avenue.
So it's not up to it's not all the way up to the Domino's Pizza That's almost
That's
Hamilton.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's Hamilton.
So that's not. It's further up Cummings. Yeah, Cummings is the end of it.
And then you come around to Clinton Avenue.
Yeah.
And pick up Hamilton Avenue again. So that's our perimeter.
Okay. Okay. All right. In the coverage of that, in that area, what do you see need to be fixed in that perimeter?
Sure. So Wilbur section is a very different ward.
Yeah.
So we have different segments, like most of the city of Trenton, which is all great because our diversity makes us, I think, phenomenal, and it allows us to be able to bring a lot of people together with different visions and different understandings. But to your point, so inside the closest to South Trenton area, like Clinton Avenue.
Yeah.
We have a lot of immigrants there.
Yeah.
And some of the concerns that they have, they are often victims.
Yes.
Of crimes, you know,
robbery.
Make the assumption that they don't have bank accounts, they carry large sums of money.
Yeah.
And that's not to say other people don't have the same problem, but you know, people stereotype them. And we need to make sure that we keep all of our residents safe, regardless of who you are, regardless of your race, regardless of your creed. We are all Trentonians.
That's right.
When we look at the Villa Park area, some of the issues that we have there are quality of life issues, speeding. We get a lot of people that speed up and down our streets. They think it's a dragway.
Yep. Quality of life. That's
absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And when we come across to the areas of Garfield and Cleveland and Clinton Avenue, you have people concerned about parking. We have a lot of elderly people, and a lot of homes now have two and three vehicles in their homes.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of commercial vehicles that are parked on our streets.
Yeah, you're parking.
And so they're concerned about that. We're also concerned about illegal dumping.
Yep.
Cook School is an eyesore, so you know we just want to get rid of the blight, the laundromat, the old laundromat.
How much you think? Excuse me. How much would you think it'd cost to knock Cook School down? Cook School is a Can they knock that down? Because it is, I think, isn't it historic?
By the city. I don't know that it's historic or not. With the history on it, it may be. I think it was one of the first schools built in, but I would have to get a true answer for you. I don't want to give you a wrong answer.
Yeah.
And as far as tearing it down, we would have to do some research and find out.
How
much it would cost.
To knock it down.
But the community definitely wants something done with that.
Yeah. Wow. What about, all right, what do you think on, what's your take on the new police station? I don't see anybody in that police station. I'm not coming at you with problems as soon as I see you, but I'm just trying to get your take on, what's...
You're fine. It's not, trust me, it's not this.
Oh, you sure? Okay. I want you kind of comfortable. You know what I mean? What's your take on the new police station? Library right across, is that across the street? They closed, is that, well, the next street is closed down. What's the deal? Like, what's going on? Educational, feel like they shutting education and taking away protection, public safety. What's going on out the Eastward? What's going on, honey?
Right, so the Eastward is not unlike every single ward who had the new mini police stations built. I think they were built under Mayor Douglas H. Palmer. And so the community had their reservations. Some people wanted to see them there. Some people didn't. They thought it was a waste of money. We were kind of trying to, not me, but the city and the decision makers and the community kind of felt that it would be an asset to have the mini police stations set up in each ward so that they were more accessible to the residents, you know. And so that's the take on that.
Okay.
I know the East Ward is still open.
Yes.
We actually hold some community meetings there.
Okay.
The East Ward Civic Association holds their meetings there under Ophelia Adderley. Shout out to Ophelia. So that's that. Education, we do have an issue with education. The federal government, with education reform, there are a lot of monies being taken, not just out of Trenton, a whole lot of urban cities, and then even communities that are non-urban. Just education reform is really taking a lot of money out of education.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Let's read off a couple of things or whatever, shout outs or whatever they're doing. We're going to get back into it. Jenna says, hey. Andre King like it. Carter says, hey neighbor, we've seen these already. Andre King was good. Charles Davis, what's up? Wave from Dallas, Texas. Ivy and Dowdy, waves. Zion is King, wave. Trina Stewart of McClendon says, hey Ty,
Hey,
If
Trina.
I lived in the Eastward, you would definitely get my vote.
Thank you, Trina.
Yeah. 200,
Welcome to
yeah.
the zoning board. I know you're
Sorry.
going to be a wonderful asset. I love the zoning board, so I hope we're going to be leaving it in good hands.
That's right. 200. E-Dub, what's good? E-Dub, that's out his way. What you asking for his vote?
Hey.
Back out his way. You know what I mean? Andre King says, this election is bringing out people who care about the direction of the city. What differences will you make?
Sure. Thank you so much for that question. That's a great question. So I would tell you, I will continue to make the differences that I made before. So you're absolutely right. I am so happy to see so many people with passion, but our passion is not the only thing that we need. When we begin to seek office, we need to have two things. We need to have a skill set. We need to have the ability to understand policy and procedure. We need to have the tenacity to ask the tough questions. We need to have the strength to go against the grain and not do what's popular, but to do what is right for the citizens first. We need to make sure that we understand it is an honor and a privilege to seek public office. I am not working for myself, I am working for you. And as I told the SDA chief, wasn't Chris Calori, the new chief that we have here, I found him to be very disrespectful to our community when we're asking the tough questions. You don't get to come here and dictate what we want. What you do get to do is come here and understand what our concerns and our needs are. And you get a chance to help us accordingly. And if you can't, we need you to move out the way. So that is the difference to me. I was a part of the Save Trenton High Coalition and the Better High School Plan for Trenton. I was a part of the team that was successful in securing $10 million to get a new roof on Trenton Central High School. And then we ended up tearing it down. But the community wanted a new high school, and our children are going to get a new high school. So that's exciting. So I will bring that skill set. I will bring my ability to understand law and policies and procedures. Thank you so much for that question.
Yeah, that's right. She's so formal, y'all. She's so nice. Listen to her. She's dope. Jenna Kenningberg said, "Keith, wake up back there." I don't think he sleep, but he back there. You know what I mean? Tony Lickers likes the video.
Hey Tony,
Yep.
Hey Tony. He's one of our business owners.
That's right.
He's on the corner of my street.
That's right.
Trenton Zoning Board was able to get him some approvals. He came with his petition, so awesome. We wish you much success.
That's right. Official. Andre King says, "I'm looking to purchase income producing properties in Trenton. How can you preserve the integrity of my investments?"
How can I preserve the integrity
How can you? Yeah,
of
he's saying,
your
what can you
investments?
bring to preserve the integrity of his investments?
Well, the only thing that I can.
It won't look. So the value won't depreciate. Or something
Sure.
like that.
So again, as a past president of the Villa Park Civic Association, I definitely understand quality of life issues, and we worked on those things. So it's not what I can do; it's what we can do as a community. But to answer your question directly, what I do to preserve the integrity of your investment and also mine is I sweep in front of my home every single day. It seems like there's always trash that just decides to blow down the street and stop right there. So I really want us to get back to the old days where we each know who our neighbors were. We took pride and we took dignity inside of the way our homes look. We sweep up our block. We do a can of paint if we can. And I think that there is enough responsibility. I shouldn't even say responsibility. I think that there is enough work that each of us can do because we really can't legislate our way out of some of the issues that we have. We really have to go back and do it like we used to do, which was each one teach one.
That's right.
Clean up your stoop. If I clean up mine and you clean up yours, then the beautification comes in. But another thing that we can do, we can enforce ordinances that we have on the books that may hurt sometimes. We never want to hurt a neighbor, but the way out of that is if we all do what we're supposed to do in the first place, we don't have to worry about, being hit with fines or whatever. But the people we do need to fine, that'll generate revenue and that'll help us to do some different things. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, no, because he saluted you. So he did it. He said you did it. Benny Carroll shouts you out.
Hi, Daddy.
Who else? Crystal Feliciano.
Hey, Crystal.
Likes her, says, "Hey, Ty, get it, sis." Yep, Ty for the Eastward. Yep, Pierre Green says Trenton makes the world tick.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
You're my brain. I'm always saying that.
Yep.
I really
Talk
believe
to
that.
him.
I really
Yep.
believe that.
All right. Tony Licker says, "Hey, Ty,
Hey,
you are
Tony.
doing such a good job."
Thank you. Thank you.
Richard L. Ricks likes the video. Yeah, Andre King, like I said, saluted. Pierre Green says each one teach one.
Absolutely.
And he also says save the children. What do you think about how the educational system out in Trenton is dealing with the children? Like, because it's two parts. It's policing and it's education. We're going to go on the educational part. What do you think? If you didn't touch it already,
oh, sure, no.
Touch it the way you want to touch it.
Yeah, right. So education is key. So I don't know if you were here for the beginning of our video, but I think that I'm the type of parent, and I'm the type of parent where I need to be engaged. I wouldn't even consider, I've always been active in the community, but my household came first. I just really couldn't feel comfortable out here saving the world and going to 500 meetings, and then my children weren't taken care of or lacking. So I think that it starts inside the home.
That's right.
I also think that it goes into the teachers, it goes into the principals, it goes into the superintendent, because it definitely takes a village to raise a child.
That's
so
right.
I've been an advocate inside the school district. I've been advocating to make sure students had books. At one point, when Barack Obama was president, he was president for 8 years. We didn't even have books that we did not even have books that had him as the president. In our history books, because the books weren't updated.
That's right.
Didn't do it, but we just weren't ordering
fast
books.
enough.
And then when we did order books, the books didn't reach the children. As people can attest to, the people who were part of tearing down the high school, books were found in the warehouses. So we very not the warehouse, but inside storage inside of the school.
They weren't distributed.
So you have to advocate for your children. I love public education. I believe teachers need to be supported. I believe that we don't need millions of dollars to educate, but I do believe that teachers need to be given all the tools that they need, all the wraparound services, so that they can help our children. I think we as parents have to be engaged with our children. I got the police officers called on me one year. I was trying to get my daughter's report card. At the end of the school year, what I do is I always make sure that I have her grades for the next semester or her report card, not necessarily in June, but in August. Most schools are giving their parents those little lists that says what you need to start school in September, notebook, pencil, pens, and their schedules. And I know when I was in high school, we used to get the names that came out in the newspaper.
That's right.
That's what I do. So I come up to the schools and I'm asking for the schedules. Well, my daughter didn't have her schedule, so on the first day of school, I come up to the high school and I'm waiting and I'm inside the auditorium, and they kind of feared me, and that's not a good thing, because you should treat every parent with dignity and respect. I guess the fear was, if she's advocating and she doesn't get what she wants, she's going to take it further. Absolutely. You're absolutely
that's right. That's right.
So about 8:30, 9 o'clock, as the children are waiting inside the cafeteria, still haven't received their schedules, somebody comes up to me and tells me that I have to leave. So I'm like, well, this is a public building. Why do I have to leave? You always have to know your rights. You always need to know policy and procedure. And that is why you need an elected official that understands, so that we can be your voice.
That's right.
For things that need to get done. So at any rate, to make a very long story short, I asked her if she could show me the policy and procedure, because I have a child that's in the school. A parent belongs inside the school. And not only that, I'm not interrupting education, because they're still inside the
classroom.
They're still inside the auditorium waiting to be given.
Okay. They weren't even
they weren't they used to go to the gymnasium or
just start off.
They
get the class.
Right. So at the end of the day, they didn't like it, so they ended up calling security. They had the video security, and they called the cops. I ended up leaving and going down to City Hall, but it was just really frustrating. So my point is, if they do this to an advocate, how are they treating parents who don't know their rights? So you just really have to stay engaged. It is each one teach one, and we have a whole lot of phenomenal leaders who are dedicated to making sure our children get what they need, and that is what we need to do. We need to rally around each other, and if they don't want to fix it for us, we demand it.
That's right.
Whoever they is.
That's right.
It's a principality, it's a system, it's not necessarily one person.
That's right. Well, I heard good things about you in the school systems, that you fought.
Thank you.
I heard you fought for a lot of. I heard you fought. It was you mainly that you fought. I was like, yo. I said, I'm looking there. I'm like, yo. I thought you was bigger. That's why I said. I thought you was a bigger girl. She's small, you know what I mean? But she fought hard. They said you helped out, whatever the case was. The agenda, you pushed and you got whatever it was, and I salute you on that. You know what I mean? You got a big heart.
Take that same thing and do it for
the Eastward. That's
absolutely.
Right.
And the Eastward, when I started off, we have so many different dynamics. There's another population inside of my ward, maybe between Walnut, Garfield, and Cleveland. And I'm not stereotyping, I know my hood, right? So we have people who may have had problems in the past or who have redeemed themselves. and they come out and they have felony assessments.
Yeah.
We already know why felony assessments are assessed.
Mhm.
They deny you the opportunity to vote. They keep you out of house, and they
Yeah.
keep you out of a whole lot of things. And that's not to say that they were just there miraculously. I'm sure
Right.
people have done them, you know, to get them. But once you serve your time and you come home, we need to make sure that our residents are able to be productive parts of the community. We need to make
Right.
sure that they are given jobs. I know
That's
that
right.
we had Ban the Box, our assembly people and
Mhm.
our council and mayor, they fought for that and it was successfully passed.
Mhm.
But we need to make sure that the process is still not discriminate. We
That's
need
right.
to make sure that these people can come and have an honest job and have make an honest living.
Living,
Then
that's
they
right.
can come and buy up some of the properties that we
Yeah.
have. So we need to make sure that we are really taking care of the residents and giving the residents opportunities,
That's
not
right.
handouts, but opportunities to
That's
become
right.
self-sufficient, and that is how we rebuild our community.
That's right. All right. We hear that the city is in debt. The city is in debt. Do you think we'll catch up? Like, do you think that this educational on the education, or will? All right, I'm trying to put it like this: like, without the proper tools, like you're saying, and it's a big gap in education where it's a lot of people are uneducated in a certain way. So, what are those people? What are those people to do? Are they going to get completely wiped out, or? I'm just asking you this. I know this is nothing to deal with pushing. Well, it does, but it's nothing to really deal with pushing your candidacy. But I'm looking at the people that are poor people, and pushing the poor people out. In the Eastward, you have to have a gentrification. At least a sign that gentrification is happening in your area. What I'm trying to say is the people in the middle that are poor. What would you do with those people in the middle? Would you just dispose of them, or would you try to help give them some type of help, or what? Because I don't know, and it depends on the education balance. Like if they're not caught up far enough, what are they gonna do? Like what are they gonna do?
Right. So I understand your question, and it's a really good question. It comes back to each individual.
Yeah.
Trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But for every time that we try to do the right thing,
Yes.
to act like there's not two steps back.
Yeah.
Being put there on purpose as an example.
Yeah.
Statistics show that most people in our city don't graduate with a high school diploma.
Yes.
And or they are reading on a third
Grade
or fourth grade
level
when they get to high school. Or they may say that a lot of us drop out. I'm going to say us because we're referring to our city.
Our city.
Right?
Yeah,
It's not
that's
about
right.
Race, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But so conversely, we have a superintendent who has just decided that he wants to do away with the adult high school at daylight twilight. So it's like you say you want to help, but then at the same exact token, you are doing things that are going to systematically oppress and keep these people behind.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is we have to stand together.
Yes.
We have a lot of people out here who are advocating. Corrine Grooms, one of my mentors, she's a friend of mine. You know, so many people out here. TEA, we get along on a lot of issues. I'm going to work with anybody that's trying to move the city forward. We may not agree on everything, but what we can agree on, if it's a benefit for the city, I'm there. So what we need to do is we need to get behind those people that are doing the work, and we need to read up and understand what's going on and make sure that we are having a real seat at the table.
Yeah.
But we just don't want to sit at the table if you're not giving me a freaking fork or some food.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Like
Yep. Yeah.
So
you know what I mean? Yep.
why you need to let the leaders lead, but you have to put leaders in place that are going to
Be able to lead.
understand
Yeah.
they are here for the people and not themselves.
She's dope. Yeah, you dope. You got it. All right, I'm gonna read a couple of these off. Hold on. Andre, salute Pierre Green. Pierre Green, I know who you are. I definitely know who you are. DJ P. Anita Diamata. Di Mattia. I'm sorry. She says. He says. Pierre says. Down with dope and up with hope. Anita Di Mattia says she works in my building. Very nice woman. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Wish I could vote for.
Just tell your family and your friends.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right. Man among men. Best of luck to the becoming of an intricate piece of on a positive move. Pierre Green says job training for ex-inmates. What you think on that?
Absolutely. I think that we have to have job training. And that's one of the reasons why when I was fighting for a modernized Trenton Central High School, we wanted to keep the vocational wing.
Yeah.
Because we had the trades, we had shop, we had metal shop, we had wood shop. It may have been outdated, but you had the space.
Yeah.
And whenever you have the space, then you can create those models to be modern, like we did the Thomas Edison University, like we did Princeton High School, actually. I'm sorry, forgive me. So we definitely need the training. And these are the questions that we asked beforehand. So now inside our high school, now it's already going to be built. The questions that needed to be asked, and I don't know who took a part in the new high school, I hope that they were able to find out, not the long-range facility plans, but what was the inside of the school going to look like? What type of classes will it house? Because I understand the superintendent said that he believes all children need to go to college. Yeah. Okay, and that's fine, but not every child may not want to go to college. So we need to make sure that we are giving them some type of training, which is the answer to this to the last person's question. So we need to learn how to advocate and not just ask, but demand. People, you have the power. We have the power.
That's right. Job training. Ryan Chavis says, great job to me. Thanks, Ryan. And also says, she's a fighter with a big heart.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
Yeah. Pierre Green says, dramatic, yo, this is Cash Money Green. Cash Money Green is a teacher also. Cash Money Green. What's good, bro? Keep up the good work. Yeah, that's Mr. Green.
Oh, Lord, Mr. Green.
That's Mr. Green. Yeah.
But it's all respect. We can't. Hey, when it comes down to kids,
you'll fight for it.
But we're going to be friends later because it's all about their success.
That's
and salute, because Mr. Green really cares about the children. So if your children have the privilege of being taught by him, he cares.
Yes. Jasmine Smith, she says thumbs up. Also, if any of you guys want to talk to Taiwanda, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Taiwanda. Yeah, Terry Wilson, you can call 855-825-3420 and talk directly to her. Well, yeah, you could talk on speaker or talk directly to her because she's right here. You know, I got her in studio. She can talk to you guys. It's a few people that should be calling up here. I don't know why you're not calling. This is something personal. I'm sorry. I don't know why you're not calling, because she's into the educational system. She's into the fight that you guys are into. So you should be calling. You know what I mean?
And if I don't have an answer, what we will do is put you in contact with someone who can. Hint, hint, Kareem Groove, because as city council, you know, our responsibilities are different.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a lot of say-so in education. That does not mean that we don't care about it, but we have to begin to understand as a population, and myself included, we have to understand who we need to go to for what, because there is nothing more frustrating than having an issue and you think you're going to the right person and you're not, and that's the responsibility of the person that you go to. As an example, if you come to city council with an education question, I don't expect you to know where you need to go, but as a leader, I need to take the time to point you in the right direction, go that extra mile.
That's
and what that does is it builds respect, it builds understanding, and it builds trust, and that is how we rebuild cities.
That's right.
I'm not saying what I think, this is what I do, and this is what I know. It works. It helps.
What about policies now, like opening businesses later? My thing is really with businesses in the Eastward. Part of the Eastward, your businesses are great. You know what I mean? Your businesses are great. Chambersburg section, I would say. But when you start to come more over towards Walnut, unless you're a liquor store or something like that, or a corner store, you pretty much, you're not going to make it. You know what I mean? You're not going to make it. What do you think? Do you think opening up late, or do you think policing, more police would do better? What do you think? Like, what can open it up so it can make revenue in the Eastward? Because it's also a lot of abandoned homes. And they can be restructured and people can get into these homes. I would think it'd be jobs, but tell me how you see it. Tell me how you would see, you know, making revenue for the Eastward? How do you see making revenue for the Eastward, being a counselor?
Right.
You know?
That's a good question. So it would really go with the individual that has a business,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have to have a business model.
Yeah.
And you know, the rule of thumb in business I hear is location, location,
Location, yeah.
So when I look in the Eastward, we do have a lot of successful businesses. So if we look on East State Street, if you're in between East State and Chambers,
Yeah.
you have barbershops there, you have the Martin House there, you have liquor stores there, you have the corner stores there, you have the George's Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
We have cell phone places
Yeah.
that are owned by some Liberian people,
Yeah.
our Liberian community. We also have, I want to say, I don't know, they're Vietnamese. I don't know their
Yeah.
history, their culture, but we have that. We have the bank closed down.
Yeah.
We have a lot of auto dealers. So the community has the things that it needs.
Yeah.
But if another establishment or another business owner has an idea, you would have to see if it fits the fabric and see if we have laundromats,
Yeah,
hair stores.
you
know.
have-
So
hair
we have
stores,
things
yeah.
that the community wants. But I agree with you. You can always have more, but it has to meet what the community
Criteria,
looks for,
yeah,
or to
yeah.
make sure that the person that has an investment is creating a market for the people to see if they want to sell things that they need.
Say if I live in the Eastward, would you fight for me if I come with a proposal? I come to you. I'm in the Eastward. I'm from the Eastward. Come with a proposal asking you to state I have a certain amount of pull with me where I won't get robbed, I won't get hurt, people won't get hurt coming to my store. Do you think you can push to change the time? You know, the time that I'm closing at 10 o'clock, and you push it up to maybe 12 or 1 o'clock, like I see other stores in
Like
Hamilton. In the AM.
Sure. So what you're talking about now is zoning.
Yes, that's
and I
right.
sit on the zoning board.
Yeah.
So some of the things, when you do your petition, there are laws, and then there are also ordinances. So ordinances which are created by City Hall and City Council
That's
people,
right.
that is something that we can review because those determine the hours that people are able to operate,
That's
and those
right.
are the agreed upon hours that certain establishments, this is what they're binded into.
Would you
staying
fight?
within.
Would you fight for me? Because you're Eastward counselor.
Right.
And I mean, would you fight for me if it's safe? Would you fight for me, or would you sit my proposal in a stack for?
I wouldn't sit
Till,
anybody's.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't sit anybody's proposal in a stack. I would review it, have you send your petition, and it's not one person that does it. There
Yeah.
are 7 city council
Yes,
people,
that's right.
and each of us have to vote.
That's
I
right.
would support your. I would support your ability to come before the zoning board. I would support your ability to come before city council. I would support your ability, meaning make sure you have the tools that you need, make sure that your application is reviewed. We can get somebody to help you make sure all your ducks are in order. But then after that,
It's on, yeah.
it's because that's really what it is. I would support you in making sure you have everything possible so that
Okay.
you are not left out
That's
of the
right.
process. How's that?
Right. That's pretty. Yeah. She said, "Yeah, that's pretty.
You ain't going to
That's
jail,
I know." You off the hook, but yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty. I like it. Pierre Green says tax-free status. We built this city safe haven for Afro Americans. Low interest loans for housing. We're gonna get into the housing, what you think, and you just give me your take on the housing in that ward, because there's plenty of them from Clinton Avenue. It's a lot of them. I'm gonna read a few of these and then I'm gonna let you go in. They don't bring books home. It's not cool to not bring books home. It's really tablets and stuff now, though, Pierre. Come on, man. You know this, they off tablets and all that. As long as you gotta study, it's not just books. But we carry books because we're from a certain time. Put down the drawers, bring home the books. Great convo. East Side, yeah, boy, that's right. Trenton, East Side. Jasmine Smith says, a conscious woman, keep it up.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Real hope can only come from someone who is open to hear the concern of others. That's right. So we're gonna go into the houses, like to the abandoned houses. What can you do, and what's going on?
Sure, that is a major concern to some of our residents in the city of Trenton, specifically in the Eastward, and specifically our older residents. We have people, I'm a homeowner myself, but we have people who have owned their homes 40 and 50 and 60 years,
yeah.
and they're living next to abandoned buildings.
That's right.
And these buildings are growing trees
out
of
of
the side
them,
of
yeah,
them. I mean,
yeah.
it's absolutely ridiculous. And so when I look at that, I go, what can we do differently? I also know that we have a whole lot of renters here. I
Yeah.
also know that we have a whole lot of people who are trying to get employed, but not just employed, but gainfully employed.
Yeah.
So what is my take on all of this? Remember when the warehouses came from Robbinsville? They opened up.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of our residents who were seeking employment there through the temp agencies, right? Most people may or may not have a car, I don't know. But when we decided that we needed to create some type of busing or something to make it available,
found a way.
I'm like, no, wait, why do we put the bus station inside the marketplace out Hamilton?
Yeah.
So if a lot of people are living in the city of Trenton, why do I have to find a ride to get to the ride to take me to work? So the point to bring it right on, if I don't have how can I get a real serious stake in buying up some of these properties and becoming a homeowner as opposed to a renter? So I think that we have people here, and I think that we have marketability with these homes, and I think that if we can look into some things to make people a viable part of the revitalization of Trenton.
A lot of it isn't your job. It's just your take on it. It's just your take on it is what I'm thinking.
Did I answer?
You're fine. You know what I mean? But a lot of it, like the housing, because it's like dealing with economics from there. It's dealing with economics and balances, because some people have to come in and they have to make enough money to buy a house there. Then the people who make enough money buy a house somewhere else. They don't buy a house off Clinton Avenue. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We have to. Terrence Stokes, his wife, Rita Harmon, Trenton Makes, the World Takes. She has a real estate company. Phenomenal. I know that Darren Freedom Green just helped somebody or did some type of first-time home buyer seminar. We have to educate ourselves so that we can have a seat at the table. We have to do it because the real estate right now is still really cheap, and a little bit is not going to be, but we really have to see the value in ourselves and don't look at the blight. See what you could do to it if you get an opportunity, because if we don't invest and we decide to move out, that's fine, that's your choice, and I'll rock with it. But nobody's going to save us. I think we have to save ourselves. I think that we need to make sure that our representatives vote within our interest to help us save ourselves.
That's right. Nikki Diamond Amani says, hello my girl, can't wait to vote for you.
Thank you.
May 8th, Cleveland Avenue all day. All right. So what's your initial push? You can I mean, we can stay on for some more, but they're not really asking a lot of questions. But tell them exactly sell them yourself, sell them your point of view, sell them your idea, and give them the business, give it to them.
Sure. I believe in the city of Trenton, and that's just not a ploy, as the people who have written in or made comments have suggested. I live this, I breathe it, and you need people who have a vision and who believe in us and know that we are great, and we need people that are going to support us and allow us to be great. Some of the first things that I want to address is the blight, the abandoned properties, making sure that our residents and our elderly people can feel safe going into their homes at night, and they don't have to park up the street because we have illegal vans parked. When I say illegal vans, I mean vans that are designated as commercial vehicles. They're not supposed to be parked on city streets. So we need to understand, we have to learn how to educate ourselves. And I keep going back to education because a lot of things just aren't taught in schools anymore. Civic isn't taught. So most times we can't be mad if people don't understand ordinances and policies and procedures. We need to make sure that we understand what we're supposed to do and hold ourselves accountable, and then also hold elected officials accountable too when we are doing things that we have to do. So, I just want to make sure we come in here and bring our city back and make sure we are a part of bringing our city back. All white, black, purple, green. I'm talking about Trentonians when I say we. Absolutely.
Yeah, if I was out your way, you would have my vote. I'm on the other side of town. Y'all check her out. What ballot? How can they get in contact with you? What's your ballot? What's the ballot number? Talk to them.
Sure. So I am position 3. So number 3, vote for me. My name is Taiwanda Terry Wilson. I am number 3 on the ballot. If you should forget my name, I am the only female there, and I am number 3.
Okay. Taiwanda Terry Wilson is in the building.
So much. Thank you guys.
It was a light thing. We came to talk to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all vote for her out the East. Check her out, or at least consider it.
Hey, Elvin, I see you.
Yeah, Elvin, what's good?
Thank you guys so
much. All right, we had a good night. And we're out of here.